A little bit.
Just a little bit, just a little tit of your love sometimes.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Mini Show. This is Martell, and that is Randy.
I am Randy.
What's up?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
So I figure we might as well try to continue a mini show thing. Record a show, do a mini show, record a show, do a mini show type of deal, and just do like quick hit on topics.
Yeah, just whatever.
And I'm thinking maybe a slight change in formatting.
You talked about that with Corey here.
I did. So
We've been long form traditionally.
yeah, and we can still do the long form and then do a short form. I know Mo wants like the mini episodes. He wants like the quick, like,
He wants just the tip to come back.
yeah, just like
Just the tip with Randy. I got to come up with some of those. Sorry.
Well, we did. No, I was gonna say we did like a couple like real quick mini shows.
All the rapid fires.
The rapid fire ones. We like launched like 30 of them, like
Yeah.
3 times a day for like a week. But I'm thinking, even on our long form shows, not like getting into current events. Not so much getting political, like a political stance
No, just
about
talking
it,
about the news. What's going on?
but talking about like stuff that's happening in the news today
As we record.
as we're recording.
Yeah.
And even if it gets somewhat political, it can. Not that we have to like, fuck you fucking Republican, you conservative piece of shit. Nah, you liberal bastard. Because
we need to make sure we use the term snowflake often
well,
for both sides.
well, yeah. I mean, both sides basically are snowflakes, and considering I don't sit on either side. Although Liz and I were talking the other day, and I'm like, well, I'm more like libertarian, but probably more right-leaning.
You are more anarchist.
No, I'm not anarchist. I mean,
It's you do your thing. I'm going to do mine and leave me alone about it.
but that's more libertarian. They
Yeah,
don't.
I skew the same. I'm libertarian, maybe right leaning on some topics, but left on others.
I'm down the middle on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Like, I am very much a you do you, I'll do me, leave me the hell alone,
And let's do
and
each
I'll,
other.
and I'll leave you alone. But I also, recently, for whatever reason, the IRS just got like $60 billion.
Yeah.
Why?
Why are they hiring 87,000 new agents
Why?
to come after you? They're not going after the rich people.
No. But, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I
Well,
posted...
so not you. They're coming after me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did post something on my personal Instagram story. It was like, new IRS agents, when they find out your grandmother gave you $25 for your birthday. And it was like kids and adults like running through the house, pulling guns out of drawers and everything else, and then running out the front door. But the one I did post the other day was the CDC has changed their stance now on COVID.
Yeah, you should pull that up
I'm going to.
because I saw that post. I like that
So
post.
it's from NPR. It's basically just a short version from an NPR story. It's like the highlights of the story. But here's, and not to make light of somebody who's had COVID, which we've both had it.
Yeah.
You had it. You had adverse effects from it. Like you're still dealing with lung issues and some other shit.
I got to coughing so bad because of COVID that it scarred my lung tissue.
Right.
So it's more long term than just.
I had it, and I did lose. I kind of lost my sense of smell for like 3 or 4 weeks. Like most people, there are some people who have lost their sense of smell. 2 weeks later, they got it back. Some people, I lost mine for like 6 weeks. Like it wasn't that I lost it; everything was muted.
Yeah.
Like, but it wasn't bad. Like nothing tasted horrible, or I couldn't taste it. I could taste everything.
It's like you muted the TV but could still read the captions.
Yeah.
You could still follow what's going on.
Right. So the new COVID guidelines from the CDC, and the CDC is a bunch of fuckheads anyway. It's just it's another government agency that
It's alphabet soup.
Yeah, whatever, who cares? Like, I honestly, I could give a shit what the government thinks about anything for the most part. Just stay the fuck out of my life, type of deal. But the new guidelines from the CDC, and the CDC is only for the United States.
Yeah.
It's not the WHO, the World Health Organization, which they're in the pocket of China anyway, and the CCP can, well, I could give a shit if I ever go to China, which I won't be allowed. I would imagine if they're monitoring things that like CCP can go fuck themselves. I feel like the people of China are great. I had a Chinese girlfriend; she was fantastic, but the CCP can kiss my ass.
Yeah, it's not the people. It's just
not
like
the people of
American
China.
people. It's the government.
It's the government.
Yeah.
So the new guidelines from the CDC focuses on individual decisions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Which is the way it should have been from the beginning.
What a revelation in a free country.
Now, I will say I am happy. The one good thing to come out of all the lockdowns was I'm now working from home.
Yeah.
Permanently.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for COVID.
Agreed.
That is the one good thing.
Only good thing.
Only good thing this happened. So, here they are. The exposed to the virus are no longer required to quarantine. If you get COVID, you do not have to stay home. Be smart about it. If you're not feeling well, don't go outside.
Well, yeah, it's just like any other sickness.
Oh, hold on. The flu. Okay. Unvaccinated people now have the same guidelines as vaccinated people. The flu. Students can stay in class after being exposed to the virus. The flu. It is no longer recommended to screen those without symptoms. The flu.
Yeah.
It is just a at this point. Now, I'm not saying that in 2020 it was bad. It was bad in 2020. People were legitimately dying left and right.
Yeah.
But a lot of that was from, in my opinion, you put someone on a ventilator, their lungs don't have to work anymore. You take them off the ventilator, the lungs don't know what they're doing after 6 months, and they die.
Yeah, there's a lot of different outcomes of that. It was a guessing game for a long
Oh,
time.
absolutely. Absolutely. So, at this point, when a virus mutates, it becomes more contagious but less lethal. That's just how science works. You can look it up.
But when a turtle mutates, it becomes a ninja turtle.
Yes, it does. And it will eat pizza. So I had posted on my Instagram Reels the guidelines with a song from Lizzo called About Damn Time.
Oh, I saw your...
And it went a little something like this.
It's about damn time.
Because that's what I hear.
You just popped my Lizzo cherry.
That's what I hear when the government speaks. Me, 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 me. Especially when Biden talks.
It's like Beaker.
Yeah, it is Beaker. He is...
I've never heard Lizzo at all until just now.
She's actually pretty decent. I just don't...
Oh, I've heard she's good. It's just not my style. I don't listen to hip-hoppy, poppy stuff.
I'll listen to... I listen to everything. Now, the thing that I don't like about Lizzo is she's a heavy woman. Fine. Whatever.
I like how you said the thing I don't like about Lizzo is she's a heavy woman, and then paused.
Now, what she does is she promotes being
Out of shape.
fat as a lifestyle. Like just being out of shape and overweight as a personal choice and a lifestyle.
But that goes back to you do you, I'll do me. Leave me alone.
It does, which is why I don't support her. I'm doing me. I'm just not supporting her while she does her. Now, what I didn't like is when Adele was overweight, she lost a bunch of weight, and people were like, why the fuck did you lose all the weight?
Yeah.
Like they gave her shit for losing weight.
And everybody got mad when Kelly Clarkson put on weight.
Right. So who cares?
Because they saw her when she was like, 17 on American Idol or whatever?
Yeah. And so just that whole, like, just whatever. Do you and just leave me alone.
I always think of the scene in The Postman when they're going over the rules of 8. And they just stop and say, live and let live.
Yeah.
If it ain't messing with you, who cares?
That's the way I live basically my entire life out here.
And back to the government being in on your junk. I shared a meme that said, a government that forces you to account to them for the way you spend your money, but refuses to be accountable to you for how they spend your money, should be immediately replaced.
Absolutely.
And I couldn't agree with it more.
I agree with that. Like, and I feel this is this is my personal feeling, which would make it 50% of the Buckhorn podcast feeling. Maybe even 75%, considering I do all the work. I don't. There's a. What is it I'm trying to think of? It's
Penis.
no. A thing you can follow. Like there's this path you can follow when Democrats are in the office versus Republicans in the office or in office. Because we've never had an independent in the office.
Right.
Other than George Washington.
Well, yeah. Back way
back.
You and I
Have never seen
anything but the two-party system.
The two-party system, which hopefully will die soon.
Oh, I hope so.
But when Republicans seem to be in the office, things seem to be cheaper. Bread's cheaper, milk's cheaper, meat's cheaper, gas is cheaper.
Yeah.
The minute that the Democrats get in the office, things go to fucking hell. Gas goes through the roof. Dairy farms are shutting down. You can't get meat for less than $90 a fucking pound for brisket.
Well, they're paying incentives to car companies to go electric.
Yeah. Like, I don't give a shit about that stuff. Like, honestly, like, yes, I'm all for the electric vehicle stuff, but figure it out because you're still using coal.
Oh, I don't mind
and
electric
everything
vehicles, but that shouldn't be a mandate. That should be an option.
Absolutely. And I don't know why everybody's so afraid of nuclear power. It is so clean. It is so efficient. It is relatively safe.
Oh, it's if everything's done properly and
It's
people
safe.
don't slack in their jobs, it's safe.
Like, don't put, like, I would say don't put a nuclear power plant in a heavy earthquake environment.
Yeah, I mean, it's common sense. And I watched a documentary when I was sick with COVID on 3 Mile Island, where they had the meltdown in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Easily preventable.
Easily.
Preventable.
Fukushima was easily preventable.
All of it. Chernobyl, preventable.
Yeah.
Everything was. And I listened to another podcast, the Mr. Ballin podcast. The guy's a fantastic former Navy SEAL, fantastic.
He's a storyteller. Yeah, I just watched one of his. I watched one of his shows last night. It was about Mensa geniuses killing people.
I watched that one last night.
Yeah.
I subscribed to him, clicked the bell and everything, because I caught him, and now he's got a podcast. So twice a week he releases a short, usually like a half hour or less podcast.
Yeah.
Half of them, one of them a week is just remastered audio from his YouTube, but then he releases a podcast exclusive, so you might want to check that out.
I'll check that out.
But he did one on one of the podcast exclusives was where a cooling tower was failing. Instead of shutting it down, the company didn't want to lose money. They sent in people to go handle the situation.
That's the problem.
Exactly. It's just people being negligent.
Like, a company losing money because they're having a meltdown, like, shut the shit down.
Yeah.
There are all you have to do is look at Chernobyl and what happened there. Serious environmental impacts if you don't follow protocol.
Yeah. And a lot of that is government pressure. It all goes back to the same thing. It's rules, regulations, and people sticking their nose in things that shouldn't be in.
Well, the government shouldn't be sticking their nose in anything personal business-wise.
I agree. No morality issues.
The government shouldn't be sticking their nose in businesses. Like, yes, there are government-run and government-funded initiatives, but as far as, like, the government shouldn't have a say. I'll just use Elon, for instance. The government shouldn't have a say in in Tesla.
Right.
In the Boring Company for the underground tunnel stuff. They shouldn't have a say in his space exploration.
I mean, as long as he's not doing anything illegal,
right?
They shouldn't be touching him.
But the problem is like there was the guy who was trying to fire it. He was trying to get to the moon himself, the flat earther who was trying to get to the moon, who was launching his rockets out in the desert.
Yeah.
And the government was like, "You can't do that. You're invading airspace." If there's no there is no government airspace. Like, there shouldn't be a government airspace.
I get it over, like, military bases.
I get it over military bases. I get it over
like that.
heavily trafficked airspace.
Yeah.
But in the middle of the desert,
Yeah, where nobody's at.
where no one's at, there's no one's flying over the Gobi.
Plus, that guy wasn't getting that high in the air.
No, he wasn't getting.
And then he died.
And then he died on impact. I mean, he just literally died because his rocket. But Elon shouldn't. If Elon's willing to pay NASA which, granted, is a government facility, but if he's going to pay NASA to use their launch pads, then maybe the government should have a say. But if Elon wants to build his own launch pad
And it not interfere with
and
anything.
it not interfere with anything else, because you can apply for no air. I mean, you can apply for what the hell is it? No air traffic.
Yeah.
in
over
an
your
area?
property. Yeah.
Disney does it with all of their places. There's no air traffic over any of Disney's properties.
That it makes me think too, where there are states like Florida. It's illegal to collect rainwater in Florida.
It's illegal to do that in California too.
Yeah, that's
I don't think there's a whole lot illegal in Florida. Florida and Texas seem to be the two leading. Like, we're just gonna kind of stay the hell out of your way. And
Florida is with some things, but stupid things it's not, which confuses me.
like they have
Florida lets
iguana.
you do-
You can go hunting for iguanas and for pythons.
Yeah, but you can't collect rainwater. That's where I go. What?
Yeah, you should be able to collect rainwater. Fuck off.
Put a barrel at the bottom of your gutter. Who cares? You're going to use it to water your garden or
Yeah,
drink
it's not.
it. I
It's
don't
not
care.
potable. I mean, you have
You
to.
can boil it,
I was supposed to say you have to boil it. It
Yeah.
has to be processed.
but why can't you collect 55 gallons of water that runs off your roof? Like,
that's the dumb.
I agree. So here's another meme I shared that, and it's about Ayn Rand. She said in Atlas Shrugged in 1957 that says, "When you see that in order to produce, you need to obtain permission from men who produce nothing. When you see that money is flowing to those who deal, not in goods but in favors. When you see that men get richer by graft and by pull than by work, and your laws don't protect you against them, but protect them against you. When you see corruption being rewarded and honesty being a self-sacrifice, you may know that your society is doomed."
Our society is doomed.
That was in 1957,
Yeah, we're doomed.
and
Like-
we are seeing it playing out today.
Like, I made a comment to Liz yesterday as we were coming home from the gym, and I'm like,
Ooh, girl, you thick.
no, I said, I think I want to move out of the country.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't want to live here anymore.
You're
Like-
not even out of the state. You're out of the country.
Like, I just don't want to live. I said, we need to find some place that has beaches, less taxes, and no government.
Sri Lanka?
No, I mean, the Caribbean is basically there ain't a whole lot of taxes down there when it comes to
I've heard
personal taxes, shopping, and crypto.
Norway's supposedly a really good place to live
It's
for that
too
too.
fucking cold for that, though.
It is
for me.
Yeah, it's colder for you, but as far as freedoms and rights and not being messed with,
Like, that's all I want. That's all I ask for in government and life. Stay the fuck out of mine.
and that's how we feel on the Buckhorn podcast.
At least 75%.
I'd say 76.
The views expressed on this show are solely that of Randy and I, who are the Buckhorn Podcast.
And if you don't like them, then F you,
Yeah,
please.
I guess. I mean,
F us.
send it. Stay
Yeah.
salty.
YOLO.
All the little things. You have like 4 cornflies on your head.
I know. I keep seeing them hovering around my hat.
All right. I'm Martel. He's Randy. We're out.
Peace.